I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. When the Gospel speaks of Martha and Mary, it is highlighting two women whom Jesus held in great esteem. One is Martha, who welcomed Jesus into her home with great hospitality. Perhaps you have a Martha in your life, or perhaps you are Martha, hospital, hardworking, very focused on what needs to be done. And at the same time, it is easy to imagine Martha's frustration, contempt, and anxiety toward her sister Mary, who was only listening to the guest of honor. And many of us identify with her. We feel that weight of what needs to be done. And in fact, Martha knew there's always more to do. Even the gospel says so. Martha was busy with much work. Jesus had said in the synagogue, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed, and to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord." Jesus had said in the synagogue, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set free the oppressed, and to proclaim the year of the Lord." Jesus chose the 12 apostles and appointed them that they should go and bear fruit, fruit that should remain. St. Paul teaches in chapter 5 of Galatians that this fruit includes love, joy, peace, and patience. Well, here we see that Martha's choice led her to be anxious and worried about many things. Martha's intentions were good, and ours can be too, but we need a better way to be disciples. We must grasp the essence of discipleship, and Jesus told her so. Mary's best path is to sit at the Lord's feet and listen to his teachings. Jesus called this the good part, which will not be taken from us. This gives an idea of the essence of being a disciple of Jesus. It's not about striving to secure his approval, but about receiving his word. Receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your souls, says James. And St. Paul adds, faith comes from listening to the word of Christ. This word of Christ works powerfully to save and bear fruit in our lives, as Jesus declares in chapter 15 of John, when he says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vineyard. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it may bear more fruit. You have already been cleansed through the word I have spoken to you," he said to the apostles. "So abide in me, as I in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in them bears much fruit." Friends, what word has such power? What has such a powerful effect and yet comes so simply? It is none other than the good news of Jesus and the justification he freely gives. "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, because it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes. For in him the righteousness of God is revealed from faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by the faith." And so he will reach God, and with God we always win.